What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Wake Forest versus App State college basketball matchup going down Wednesday, March 20th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Wake Forest and App State. And Wake Forest coming into this one 20-13 on behalf of the ACC. Meanwhile, App State coming in 27-6 on the year out of the Sun Belt. And, this was a solid year for App State. I mean, they had a home win over one of the best teams in the country in Auburn. They beat James Madison in conference play on the road. They swept James Madison, actually. This is a team that won the Sun Belt regular season title. They took down Georgia Southern in the Sun Belt tournament before falling to Arkansas State. And this was an App State team that I thought was, if it wasn't going to be JMU, it was going to be App State. But didn't work out that way. We'll have to always say, what if App State had met JMU in the Sun Belt championship? Meanwhile, Wake Forest. This was a Wake Forest team that I had really high hopes for Steve Forbes' team. I thought this was a Wake Forest team that was going to battle. And make it to the NCAA tournament. Unfortunately, they finished on the outside looking in on the bubble. And, they had no one really to blame but themselves, because there were some tough losses that Wake Forest took down the stretch. They lost to Notre Dame by 5, even on the road. It was still not a great loss to take. Lost to Georgia Tech at home outright as big favorites in that one. They were big favorites for a reason. This was a Wake Forest team that, for the most part, dominated at home through conference play, putting up points in bunches. And, when you look at this Wake Forest team, just on the whole, at home this season, Wake Forest, they shot really well. They shot 50.8% from the field at home, almost 42% from behind the arc. They averaged 84 points per game at home this season. And on defense, they only gave up 66.9, and that's, with some decent competition in the non-conference portion of their schedule. They had home games against teams like Florida, Rutgers. They beat Elon to start the year. Again, it's Elon, okay, whatever. But they beat Virginia Tech by 23 in conference. They went to OT against Miami, but they beat Virginia, a tournament team. They beat them by 19 points at home. Beat Syracuse by 29. Beat Duke at home. Beat Pitt, another team that was on the bubble for the better part of the season. Beat them by 33 points at home. I get it. This App State team is solid, and when you look at the numbers on the whole this season, you kind of sit here, scratch your head, wondering how App State could be a 6.5-point dog here, with a defense that's just outside the top 5 in 2-point defense, top 75 in 3-point defense. They're top 35 nationally in adjusted defensive efficiency. But I can't get there with App State. Again, I know that this team beat James Madison twice, and they beat him on the road. They held him to 55 points on the road. But Wake Forest is a different animal at home. Wake Forest they're a solid team. They're top 5 in free throw shooting, top 50 in 2-point shooting, top 25 in 3-point shooting. This team just does a bunch of things very well. And while App State is no slouch, a 27-win team, they're a regular season champion in the Sun Belt. I think this is just a spot where I think Wake Forest, they want to come out and ball out at home here. So I'm going to take Wake Forest. Not a game I'm rushing to the window to bet necessarily, because I think I think App State is a fantastic team as well, but I do lean towards Wake Forest here, laying the 6.5 at home. That's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.